We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Dragons and the Thunder. Who's going to win the battle between these two? We'll see next. Oscar Ostalaza is on the mound for game 2. What's your take on him, Dan?
It's not an easy thing to do to pitch as a rookie, but one of the things you have to do is use the positives. The opposing team has never faced you. You can't be afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. Establish your pitches and try to work quickly.
Now at the plate, Seth Floyd, and we are set for baseball here this evening. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, I always felt like these were huge games, whether it's earlier in the season or later in the season, to find a way to get to 500. You feel like you can start fresh and start pushing in a different direction. You cannot continue to ride that seesaw of win one, lose one. This team has to get hot. Starts today. Nice piece of hitting right there. When you're facing a young blood on the mound, young starting pitcher, you want to get him into the stretch as quick as possible. You want to see how he handles the moment, see if maybe you can run on him. A lot of things going to open up with this next at bat.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
3-0 to him now. Nobody out, runner on first. 3-1. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, Dero, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
Left side. And that is through into left field, a base hit.
Boy, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. That evens it up 1-1. Has a look, now the pitch. This is pulled into right. And that is down for extra bases as this will get 1 home and maybe 2. In to score is the runner from first. It's a 2-0 ball game.
We didn't have to wait long for the offensive fireworks in this one. 2 runners aboard, and he got a pitch he liked. Drove it all the way to the wall to bring in a pair of runs, and they're still in good shape to add on with him at second now.
Luke Wagner comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. 2-0 now. Quintero leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Too high, ball 3. Reggie Kellogg will be next. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning. Now to the plate, Reggie Kellogg, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
It's very difficult being a switch hitter, and very rarely you see the same hitter from both sides of the plate. He's a far superior hitter from the left side as opposed to the right side.
1-1 the count. Still only 1 out in the inning. And well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
From the stretch, DeMarcus Upton is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
And that's through into center field. Base hit. The throw to the plate. But the throw is well up the line, and he scores easily.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, B-roll. Big, and I mean big, 2-hard RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the dog.
Fernandez could end up as an all-star this year, but it's not a lock at this point. He enters the day 3rd in voting among first basemen.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave it up to a manager's decision. You want to get in based on the fan vote, and he has a chance to do exactly that if he can make a late push as we head towards the Midsummer Classic.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 hits here. No errors, and 2 left. On Justin Johnson will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me, a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. 1, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and 2, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Hit to short. Fielded cleanly. And that's out number 1. At the plate, Saul Worthing. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now here's the pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Yeah, you should take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of the season and ride that 500 line all year. At some point, you're going to have to take 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 to get this going in the right direction.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, man. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
And this is just a cut fastball. He's trying to sneak in the back door. He's unable to get it done. Leaves it right over the heart of the plate. And that's just too easy for a guy like this. He's licking his chops as the ball arrives. And he drills it to the outfield for an extra base hit.
Corey Esparza stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. Goodness. 0-2 now.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase it.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Second inning set to go, and next will be the pitcher, Justin Johnson.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. The 1-1. Hit down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Pitch on the way.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
And he could only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Seth Floyd. He reached on a single in his first try. Fouled off. Bases are empty, one man out. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
Riding in once again, Omar Valido. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Rounded softly down the line toward first. But a foul ball here, 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Hey, I got to really commend this pitcher right here. Was able to regroup in between innings. Something happened in the dugout because he's on point coming out for the second.
Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. 2 out, nobody on. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Last half of the second set to go, and standing in is the veteran third baseman Adrian Esparza.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. One and two now as that one's fouled off. The pitch. Hit out towards second. He's got it. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash.
Okay, here's a defense for the away team. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
To the plate now, Marty Riggs. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 7 homers and an even 20 RBIs. Just a bit late and he's fallen behind 0-2. Johnson has a reputation or a knack, if you will, for working himself out of tough situations when he finds himself there. A lot of relief pitchers are known for that, obviously, but as a starter, that's certainly a valuable characteristic to have.
Matty, I'm going to tell you who likes this. The bullpen likes it, and the manager likes this, because most pitchers are going to get into trouble at least 1 or 2 times during the course of a start, and it's nice to know as a manager that you have a guy that's out there that can pitch with men on base and wiggle out of some tough jams. This guy's made a living doing this in his career.
Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. That's lifted the other way out to left. Lewis will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Top of the third set to get underway, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Bryce Lewis. Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball one. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
The 2-1. 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting.
Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Going back is the right fielder. Gone to lead off the inning.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Standing in now, Sam Quintero, as he'll take a look at ball one. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. And he misses again, 2-0. Quintero is one of those prototypical left-handed bats that really excels against right-handed pitching. Sees the ball well coming from that side. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Liner toward right center, and that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. This will kick up against the wall now, and they'll keep it going here as he's in with a double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
We'll check in with an average still south of 230. 13 home runs and 32 driven in. Now here's a ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 14 on the season. As they pile on, it's now 6-0. Ryan Greenberg is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Greenberg.
At the plate now, Reggie Kellogg, as he'll lay off a curveball in the dirt for ball one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy.